Tonight on the Trans Report with Dawn. Well, that's what it's kind of been over the past few days, right? But hey, if you guys like them and it still continues to trend in the news, I'm more than willing to cover this stuff because I find it intimately fascinating just how easy it is for two large companies, Anheuser, Busch and Nike, which we're going to get into to begin with, to just so publicly commit reputational suicide. That's a tough one to pronounce, but doesn't make it any less interesting. And the amount of institutional backing they have behind them to prop up their terrible decisions, I find that also very, very funny. But you're going to have the brilliant minds on one side saying that the trans issue isn't that big of a deal. Stop giving them airtime. But then at the same time, they'll be out there going, oh my God, did you see what the Star Wars announcements were today? These people are just absolute brainlets when it comes to having a principled stance on things. Well, I don't necessarily care about Star Wars at all, and the only thing embarrassing about the new releases or the new announcements is that anybody still cares about Star Wars, but you got your lane, I've got my lane. We can both, hopefully inform some people on it, but regardless, we got Nike's first statement, apparently, and once again, shout out to Ollie London cataloging all of this nonsense. It's a very good resource, but I was trying to find the source document or the source post where this specific comment came on. It must have been on Dylan's Instagram or something like that, but I'm not going over there. That's disgusting. So this is Nike stance. Exactly what you would expect from them and not too dissimilar from the Bud Light. We stand beside our trans sisters that are out there. Nike issues first response since causing uproar for featuring Dylan Mulvaney as their new Nike women's sports ambassador. You are an essential component to the success of your community. Oh my, you are an essential component to the success of your community. Yeah, isn't that kind of baked into the name, though? Doesn't that kind of make more sense that way? Anyways, yeah. We welcome comments that contribute to a positive and constructive discussion. Be kind. Be inclusive. Encourage each other's hate speech, bullying, and other behaviors. That doesn't really work when you start clapping all that fast. Behaviors are not in the spirit of a diverse and inclusive community will be deleted. Aha, see, all you need to do is just fall into line. Otherwise, we'll just get rid of dissenting voices. Fantastic. And to everybody out there that's currently boycotting, because there's so many of those videos that are coming out right now, people throwing out their Bud Light cans, pouring it down the drain or whatever, and then replacing it with Coors Light. Guess what? They do the exact same stuff. So you know how you avoid, any sort of woke alcohol? Stop drinking. And you know what happens with everything else that you start to realize, oh shit, they're going woke and I don't want to support that stuff. You got to pick the lesser of two evils. It's like everybody does it, bro. So unless you buy the yarn locally at from a Utterite, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. So pick your battles appropriately because they have institutional power and there's reasons behind this stuff. Now, I think ESG is way overblown when it comes to this stuff. All I need to do is just simply follow the money. Who's the biggest consumer base? Who holds the most debt? If you take a look at it specifically in the United States, it's woke white women. They're lonely, and they have a big void in their life that they need to fill, and if big advertisers can placate them and then just try to make them seem a little bit more fulfilled, well, that's the way that they're going to go. So to say that, oh my God, it's all about ESG score, or there's a new one, CEI, or some dumb shit like that, but that placates the conspiracy theory side where it's, oh my God, all of the deep state, the globalists that are going to be out there, they're pulling all the strings. It's like, it's not that complicated. Just follow the money, bro. Okay. Or you can be like Forbes and it's like anybody. Okay. Nike's just deleting the comments. Forbes, on the other hand, if you disagree with Dylan Mulvaney, you goddamn bigot, you're one of those far right agitators. Sorry, what? Again, like, it's so weird. Every once in a while, if you're covering a story, listening to some coverage on something, you'll see somebody throw out racist. And it's like, wow, are we going back to 2008 at this point in time? Haven't heard that one in a while. And now to see far right come back again, oh my God, I'm getting nostalgic over here. A little tear will come to my eye. How trans TikTok star Dylan Mulvaney became a far right target after scoring deals with Bud Light and Nike. Okay, tell us more, Connor Murray. Dylan Mulvaney, TikTok star, known for posting videos about her gender transition. I guess by identifying? Is that all? Is that the only barrier that we need? All right. Is the target of fur from right-wing media personalities. Oh, I'm sorry. Far-right media personalities. Which ones are those exactly? Mass media? There's like none. Independent? Well, depends on what you're talking about when you mean far right, but they don't ever describe that. It's kind of like they don't ever describe what a woman is. Olympic athletes and recording artists are after new marketing partnerships with Bud Light and Nike, the last storm of controversy surrounding a personality known for being upbeat and positive HIV, I hope. Mulvaney's TikTok fame and media appearances have sparked an onslaught of online attacks, including from Republican lawmakers, media personalities, and celebrities who have targeted Mulvaney for her transgender identity. Following Mulvaney's conversation with Biden, that's a nice smelling man, lady. I don't know, just like ice cream, kid. Senator Marsha Blackburn, one of those far-right big ladies, I guess. Damn it. Oh, no, right, but she's a woman that's on the right, so yeah, she can be a bigot and a transphobe, right? I forget how this progressive stack works. Tweeted one of Mulvaney's TikToks calling her identity absurdity. Yeah, if you've seen any of that nonsense, we've played a few of them. They're kind of distilled visual aids, so yeah. Blasting Biden and left-wing lunatics for supporting the transgender community. Well, inviting an influencer at a time when it was more important to make sure that Afghanistan was getting cleared out appropriately, cleaning up the supply chain crisis. But no, we got this new chick that's rolling through. It's like 20-something years old, but don't worry about it. It was the first week on the job. Okay, that seems like you really have your priorities in check. Oh, but don't worry. Next week, we'll have the cast of some sitcom that nobody's ever watched. It'll all be great. Caitlyn Jenner. Ooh, how are they going to approach this? Also a transgender woman. Yeah, exactly. One of those goddamn far-right extremists as well. How do you square that circle? Anyways, posted a tweet agreeing with Blackburn. Mulvaney okay, no elaboration on that. Moving right along. Mulvaney posted a TikTok responding to Jenner criticizing her for using her large platform to invalidate another transgender woman's identity. Oh my God. But now, who has the bigger platform? I'm just wondering. I wonder if that criticism works anymore. Oh my God, like Caitlyn Jenner is trying to make me invisible. Is trying to lead the trans genocide against me, or whatever dumb shit they fucking claim. Who knows? After announcing her Bud Light brand deal, conservative commentators, including Ben Shapiro and Candace Owens, tweeted criticism. And speaking of old Benny Boy, I'm going to be talking about him tomorrow on the live stream. If you didn't notice from the little branding that's up top, a little shameless self-promotion here at this point in time. Going live, going to be talking about Ben Shapiro's terrible takes when it comes to the modern dating scene. Him and a fair few of his Daily Wire cohorts. It's going to be a fun time. Hope to see you there. But back to this. Tweeted criticism, yes, with Owens calling, well, it's Candace Owens after all. She is kind of an attack dog for Daily Wire. She's the loudest voice from Daily Wire. And if it wasn't for all the stuff that she did against Steven Crowder, I would say the best voice that's out there, but oh my God, that's like being the tallest midget. Not exactly the biggest accomplishment, but all right. But she called Mulvaney, her transgender identity woman face. Oh, okay. Is that the origin point of that phrase? Well, it's not bad. Country musicians. And hey, I'm not a fan of country music like that, okay? But I like the 90s musicians, and I've actually seen Travis Tritt in concert, and John Rich. We covered him. Actually, he was a part of, unfortunately for him, the Eliza Blue stuff. So yeah, both of those guys, I don't like Big and Rich like that, but Travis Tritt, he's one of the good ones, okay? Him, Alan Jackson, Brooks, and Dunn. Outside of that, though, country music is total ass. Announced they would no longer support Bud Light, with Travis Tritt no longer including Bud Light. Actually, the way that he categorized it, and this is Forbes, Forbes, you think that they might be able to get an intern to run a fact check or anything like that. His exact tweet, I could pull it up here, actually, because I had it up. I just didn't know that I was going to be running this stuff back. Got his timeline specifically here. I will be deleting any Anheuser Busch products from my tour hospitality rider. I know many other artists who are doing the same because they spell Trouble. Other artists are deleting Anheuser-Busch products from their hospitality rider. Might not say so in public for fear of being ridiculed and canceled. Their booze is cancer. I have no such fear. Then he also went after Jack Daniels as well. All the Jack Daniels drinkers should take note. Should, but will they though? Don't know about that. But he's a good man. He put his foot down and he backed up his words on that, so shout out to him. Some athletes were quick to condemn Nike and Mulvaney for their partnership. Olympic swimmer Sharon Davies called for a Nike boycott, labeling Nike's decision to partner with transgender women a kick in the teeth, and repeating her calls to bar transgender women from competing in women's sports. Oh, come on, we all need a good laugh nowadays. But somebody else who was also vociferous about their condemnation of Nike's moves, who may or may not, if you could, guess by the, I don't actually know what that, I don't swim like that. Like, I can, but I don't, competitively or anything like that. Seems to have some sort of a Nike sponsorship, or at least did at some point or another. But this is Riley Gaines. Riley Gaines used to, swim competitively for University of Kentucky. Like a multiple-time double-digit champion during her career. And got the brakes beat off of her by Leah Thomas. So we got a loser up here speaking. I'm joking. College swimming champion Riley Gaines says Nike is making a sad mockery of women. Well, they do it well enough themselves. I don't know why they need additional help. After recruiting trans influencer Dylan Mulvaney to advertise new sports bra. Again, I'm shocked by that. I only seen the check mark on the leggings or whatever, and I don't think them titties, lack thereof, really needs a sports bra, but what do I know about trans tits? College swimming champion Riley Gaines has accused the Nike of disrespecting women through the brand's controversial partnership with trans influencer Dylan Mulvaney. Gaines, an outspoken advocate for women in sports, so yeah, he's kind of a tenuous ally, but I kind of do have an affinity when it comes to like minor league sports, okay? Like AAA baseball is pretty good, so I can understand her having the back of women's sports. Told DailyMail.com that Nike was making a sad mockery of a bitch. Oh, I'm sorry. Of what being a woman entails. Well, what does that exactly entail? Complaining? Getting easy clout on social media? Like, what are we doing? Okay. By recruiting Mulvaney to promote its women's sportswear line. She led criticism of the deal, which could earn Mulvaney $150,000 per post on Instagram. As the former Olympic gold medalist said, the brand is selling their products by raising women. I fucking hate that. It's like, trust me, you bitches ain't going anywhere. You're just going to continue to complain. It's just now it's time for Women Plus to hit the market, okay? And while they do that, you can go ahead and pivot to speaking gigs. But this is where it kind of crosses the line, okay? Because Riley Gaines was out at San Francisco State University. Like, first of all, if you're going to be speaking against anything remotely, anything that could possibly considered woke, what the fuck are you doing it out in San Francisco? Like, there was some dude that just got stitched up and he died in the middle of the street. I think I'm talking about that tomorrow. I think that one's coming out tomorrow. What the fuck possessed you to think that a little white girl in San Francisco was going to make it out all right? But I don't know if I can necessarily play this, but we can definitely scrub through this a little bit. Yeah, having to get a police escort out there after a dude in a dress. Her words, not mine. was running through trying to hit her and still wear a mask inside, holding up their phone. It's like, we got the Obama phone. Trans lives matter. They matter so much that you need to have that reinforced by constantly getting the spotlight a disproportionate amount, because it's still a fraction of a percentile of people within the confines of the United States, and nobody's saying that you don't matter. Trust me, we can see all the advertisements that are out there, but shouting, kicking, running, screaming, wearing plaid pussy hats, the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Oh my god. Get a litter box for this bitch. But Riley Gaines ambushed and physically hit after saving women's sports speech at San Francisco State. Again, if you want to deliver this drivel, there's many other college campuses where you could do that. It's just San Francisco State. Like, the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I understand that you might be able to interpret that as victim blaming, but I wouldn't be wearing a rollie by walking through downtown at 3 o'clock in the morning, okay? And if I got assaulted, which would be a high likelihood, even up here in Grand Prairie, I get knocked out by one of the dozens of hobos that frequent around the Rotary Center. They run my pockets, and then all of a sudden I come up and go, oh my god, why would they do this? Like, you gotta take some responsibility for your own fucking actions. But if you're trying to make a statement about that, the trans activists are quite a violent group, well, hey, good on you, I guess. Swimmer Riley Gaines says that she was ambushed and physically hit, forced to barricade for 3 hours from a mob of trans rights protesters. Yo, I understand that San Francisco is really down bad when it comes to good police officers, but 3-hour response time? Bruh. Who stormed her speech about protecting women's sports, the 12-time All-American champ and former competitor to controversial trans swimmer Leah Thomas. Accomplished champion trans swimmer Leah Thomas, you fucking bigot, shared alarming footage of cops hustling her to safety late Thursday at San Francisco State University. Why are you running? Why are you running? Get back here. Trans lives matter, motherfucker. One of the protesters yells gleefully before a short-haired activist jumps in front of her to scream abuse. Yeah, you fucking transphobic bitch. I fucking see. It's on site next time I fucking see you, right? Trans lives matter, motherfucker. Oof, I forgot the camera was on there for a second there. We just went, oh, the camera's been on the whole time, huh? It just about went, real hood, but saved myself at the last second there. Hee hee. The deranged sounding activist screams as Gaines tried to escape down a hallway. Gaines footage, as well as other clips shared on social media, show security university staff blocking the angry mob by following the distressed guest speaker as she is taken to a safe room at 8:30 p.m. You crying? You fucking bitch! You fucking crying bitch! Fuck you! One of the group screams. Well, you know, I understand their aggression because they ain't got no gold medal or shiz. Bye, bitch! Fuck you! The protester screams as another holding a trans lives matter sign chants. Oh, it just kind of looks like a napkin that they drew on with some lipstick or some shit like that. Trans rights are human rights and trans women are women. Well, no, fuck all of them. Gaines' agent, Eli Bremer, said that she was then barricaded in the room for 3 hours. Well, didn't they have to go deal with like their dilation schedule or they go shoot up with some hormones? Like, how the fuck were they there for 3 hours? The police cannot break Riley free. Well, that's just a big fat fucking L for the San Francisco Police Department. Where student outlet Golden Gate Express showing up more than a dozen of San Francisco Police Department cops arriving in several squad cars as backup. Man, like even when they were burning down Berkeley, when the likes of Milo and the aforementioned Ben Shapiro were delivering their talks back in the cut, 2015, 2016 time, like there wasn't even that many police officers, and that was it was pretty bad, I guess, but still, like the crowds weren't even, that size. And I'm just saying the only reason that this story is getting so much smoke is because women most affected. Like, come on, is anybody else not seeing that as well? Okay. At 11:21 p.m., officers announced through the bullhorn that the gathering was an unlawful congregation and those refusing to leave would be arrested. You're calling trans people unlawful? Yes. Fuck off. Yes. At this point, yes. Go. Bye. Beat it. Fine. Gaines was finally able to leave at 11:38. Should have just flooded the place. She'd be able to swim her way out. Could have been a little bit more efficient. More than 3 hours after first being led to safety, with a huge police presence to stop her from being followed. Online video shows. Yeah, that's kind of pathetic, okay? Especially if, I have no idea what that is. Like, it's also a low-res capture, but if that's the trans Hodor holding the door, come on. Need an entire SWAT entourage. But she does have some lovely-ass eyes. Just gotta say that. Her husband. Yo! Fucking imagine being this cuck. Okay, her husband, Lewis Barker, told Fox Digital News that the young swimmer reported being hit multiple times. I was shaking. It made me mad. I felt so sick and so helpless about it. Yo, man, fucking big. Okay, San Francisco Police Department, big fucking L. Her husband, yo, man, that dude... He might as well just pack his shit, because that is such a galactic L that dude is there's no coming back from that. You couldn't keep your woman safe from that, bruh. You had her holed up for 3 hours because you were too bitch made to get her the fuck out of there. Oh my, dude. I hate to misgender him by calling him dude, especially with his bitch behavior. Oh my fucking god. If this story couldn't get any more hilarious, but long story short, Nike's quadrupling down on their shit tactics, and trans terrorists get free reign over women, but she's an accomplished swimmer and a bit of an athlete and couldn't even stand up to a bunch of hormone-suppressed men. Oof, that's just another huge loss out there. Oh well, but with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.